Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to BlueRidge Silverhound. I am your man, Sean. Well, it's official. This is the first debut video of what is bound to be quite a stint of other coin rolls that we're going to break open on camera. Okay, we got a little, what I like to call, four denomination mixer. It's kind of like a triple play type style, so I got three of each roll that we're going to start out. But most importantly, this is part of the BlueRidge Bounty. All right. So if you guys don't know what the BlueRidge Bounty is, what I did was at the bottom of the video, you're going to need to open that up where the description box is. Just hit show more. Or if you're on a mobile device, somewhere down here is going to be a little gray upside down arrow. All right, so you're gonna click that to expand it out, and just go ahead and click the link to my video to kind of introduce the BlueRidge Bounty. But for those of you that know what it is and you've seen that video, congrats. We're gonna embark on a fantastic journey where I'm gonna be giving away cash every month. And it's all going to be a what they call the kind of like a pool where we're going to pull together all of the great finds, and for each find I'm going to put in $2.50 into that pool, and then however much ends up to be at the end of the month, one lucky winner will win that via the randomizer. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. Again, just to reiterate, check out the link below if you don't know what the BlueRidge Bounty is. We're going to start her off at $5. Bam, right there. And every significant find, variety, error, silver, old dates pre-1950 will certainly count as well. I'll make it count so that way, we're going to begin something good here. So we're going to go ahead and start off with pennies. Go ahead and get my lighting here. So we got 12 customer wrap rolls for everyone to peruse at. So anything significant I come across, I will let you know. I'll double check it with my magnifier off camera just to make sure. So these videos are probably going to be relatively long, and we want to make sure that we cover all the bases. I want it to be fair for everyone. And I did mention that we will be doing a randomizer either on the last day of the month or the first day of the next month for the cash prize. So yeah, go ahead and check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun for everyone. And what I'm doing right now is I'm checking these 2018s and 19Ds for the doubled ears. I found quite a few of them, have successfully sold them for $10 to $20 a piece. Of course, everything is dependent on grade, but they are a neat find. So I usually go through those. Any cherry picker's guide variety types or dates, I'll put those aside, or I'll look at them right now. I don't see anything here on his 59D, but let's go ahead and see if we can find some other ones here. All right, so I'm going to do an updated tally at the end of the video for you guys, just to kind of help illustrate where we're at on the bounty total. All right, so that one's damaged there, but let's go ahead and check it out. It's got some of the roller damage when they crimp the ends, but nothing there. All right, let's go ahead and continue on. Hopefully everyone's having a good night. I'm doing something a little bit different. I don't typically do a lot of coin rolls only because it's a little bit difficult for me to obtain them, but now I am going at it full force for you guys. Not quite exactly by hook or by crook, but it's got to be, it's got to work out. Got to work out good for everyone. So I thought I saw some lathe lines on that there. Man, still quite a few 18Ds, 19Ds out there. Of course, I'm on the West Coast, so there are there aren't too many Philadelphia minted coins, unfortunately. That's where a lot of the big errors and varieties, actually both of them, come from. Ooh, 92. Yeah, it's a wide AM. So, yeah, this is a little late night edition, but that's okay. We are going to make it happen, so that way you guys can get a head start on everything here. You'll have something to either watch this evening or first thing tomorrow. To get things started. I'm hoping we find some pretty good finds here. We're coming to a close here on roll one of the Lincoln pennies, and nothing yet. Not too many older coins. Let's see what we got here. 95. That one's pretty rough. Let's toss that one aside. That one's pretty rough too. That's right. I think we'll find a few things out of this video, and then we're going to accumulate some close AM there. 99. And really put a dent in that bounty. That's going to be a lot of fun. Going to be a lot of fun, guys. So, yeah, some people have asked me what my coin roll hunting style is. It's very quick. It's very deliberate. I think the one thing that has helped me out to this point is that I'm pretty knowledgeable on a lot of the known Cherry Picker's Guide varieties. And at the very least, if you know those, you're going to be in really good shape. Okay, all of the little bit more minor doubled dies and RPMs, those are things you could go on like Copper Coins or Wexler's site or one of those there. And that'll help expand your collecting, but you have to know exactly what to look for first. It gets a little bit more advanced when you're looking for some of the like stage 4 double dies, stage 5s, different other RPMs that you don't typically see in publications. So that could be your next step when you go to I guess turn the page on your coin roll hunting. So I see our first wheat cent here. Unfortunately, it's not a pre-1950. I'm hoping I'm thinking I'm gonna find right there 1956D, no RPM. That's a shame because it's one of the more common dates for repunchment marks. But that aside, ooh, that thing's rough and stuff. Yeah, you could get as wild and crazy as you want to on coin roll hunting. It's a lot of people have a strong emphasis on silver. Okay, that's great. There's still a lot to be found out there. As long as you have people that aren't too well educated on the value of like a loved one's silver stash, they've been long gone or something like that, and you just don't know what to do with it. Some folks will, just go ahead and deposit it into the good old bank, and then, it's going to be up for grabs for someone else to pluck it out of those coin rolls, and then, make a pretty good killing off of that. I still see it even to this day. I think being a part of a lot of forum chat pages and Facebook groups especially, you see a lot of that still. And as long as people are still advertising their finds on these social media sites, it's not going to change. That one's yucky. But anyways, down to the last bit of Lincoln cents for this one roll, and then we'll be on to the last and final roll here momentarily. Pretty nice. There's 92. Do we got a cam? No, we don't. Not today, Johnny. All right. So you've heard me discuss a few great websites to utilize to find out the information you need for different types of varieties. But also utilize some of the sites you would normally use to sell the coins. Places like eBay is a great place just to go and kind of snoop around, even if you're not committed to buying anything. But just going on there and seeing what other people are finding and what they're making money on. Things that are significant. You don't necessarily have to sell the coins at all. Okay, you could just simply add it to your collection. People build collections by the stuff that they find in circulation. All right, and then there are people that I do know that end up selling these finds, so that way they could transition over to some of the older material out there. There's a ton of older coins out there for your consideration. And usually the older coins is really what's going to make your investment grow. Okay, so you got to treat your coins as somewhat of an investment that is going to grow over time and gain value over time. But the greatest thing that you can do for yourself is moving away from moderns. And moderns, are coins that you find in circulation, and then moving on to some of the older stuff. And it'll be coins that it's going to be easy to liquidate at some point. And that's the big idea. And that's kind of how I've operated in the last 20 years. I've done a lot of coin roll hunting. I've even searched through areas that most people wouldn't even know would be a place to look for coins, like the casino or, at an arcade. I would simply go and ask for rolls, and usually they would have it. Now, it would be up to them if they wanted to, relinquish some of those, but usually there's a lot of great material to be had at those places that have gone for many years as being an untapped resource. So really thinking outside of the box is important, because you can imagine a lot of the coins that you see today, like what I'm holding right now, obviously these have changed hands quite a bit, and you just don't know how many times these have been searched through. That's going to be the other part of it too. There's nothing worse than knowing that you have gone through someone else's recyclables. Okay, it's not fun, that's for sure. And when that happens, you kind of get discouraged. I had a couple 2019s there back to back, but anyways, nothing yet, guys. We're still at the $5 mark on the bounty, but a lot of new pennies in here. So we're down to the last little bit of Lincoln pennies. So we're gonna go ahead and move to the nickels next. Uh-oh. What just happened? All right, let's see if we got a transitional on this 88 here. And I don't. I haven't found one of those in forever. Forever and ever. That's one right there. So there's a few 19s I'll stick aside here. 59D. Nope, nothing there. Yeah, I am going to purchase another batch of wheat cents here probably in the next few weeks. And those will also count toward the bounty. So I'll go through those as well. I'll have a full bag that I'll run through, and then whatever varieties and errors that we come across in there will also count towards the bounty. Should be a lot of fun. But yeah, we'll figure, closer to the end of the month before that happens. And then my eyes are playing tricks on me. I thought we had a doubled ear, but no, not on that one. Close, but no cigar. But anyways, that's going to do it for the Lincoln cents. Let's go ahead and run through the nickels. Okay, customer wrapped variety here. All right, same deal. Let's see. These should move a little bit quicker. Okay, do we have an old one here? Well, there you go. 1941. I know it's crazy. I'm sitting here putting $2.50 into the bounty on a coin that's probably worth 10 cents. But there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Pre-1950 heat right there. So we are up to 750, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. And sometimes that's all it takes. All right. So yeah, a lot of brand new nickels. Let's see if I can change the lighting here so it's not quite in our faces. Or most appropriately, it's not quite in your guys' faces because too much shine will make you go blind. There we go. I haven't found a 2020 nickel. Of course, with everything going on with this pandemic, I haven't touched too much money lately. As you can see, I'm still using gloves, and you guys should too. Well, let's hope we find a 2009 nickel, because that is a tougher date, and that'll add another 250 to the bounty. All right, guys, last little bit of nickels. I told you I'd go a little bit faster here. 78, 16, 2000. Let's do this here. There, that's better, huh? Yeah, the light was in my face. Now it's starting to get irritated. So now, yeah, we're in better shape. But that's roll one there. Let's go ahead and go to roll two of the nickels. How about we could find a war nickel in there, huh? That'd be awesome. So what are your guys' plans for this summer? I know things are still pretty much up in the air. There's still probably not a whole lot of traveling going on, and that's understandable. I don't know what we're doing this summer. It just might be, kind of like a home vacation type deal. And a lot of my favorite events that happen out here in the West Coast are put on hold right now. They've all been canceled. So kind of sad about that. But there's always next year. My wife has a big old grin right now. If I were looking at me, I'd be grinning too. I'm waiting for her to say something.
Love you, honey.
I love you too. And I love all my viewing patrons. Thank you for taking time out of your evening to come join me this evening. So we are up to $7.50 on the BlueRidge bounty. Yeah, not a whole lot of greatness in these rolls so far, okay? The thing about customer wrap rolls, the premise and the idea behind them is that, okay, someone had the time to roll these up. They probably don't know what to look for. And, they just, I guess, assume that there's nothing of value in here. And, when I think about customer wrap rolls, it's coins that were probably sitting in a jar for a year, So, they're getting their change from wherever they break a dollar from. That one's pretty worn. It's 64 though. That's nothing. They made $1 billion of those. I'm gonna have a big old pile of change in this tray right here. I'm actually looking forward to getting some full boxes of coins here pretty soon. And that'll be a lot of fun. I think there's going to be a lot more interest in those rather than these small little intimate mixers that I'm doing right now. But this is kind of like an icebreaker here. We're not going to go crazy. We're going to try and keep the video under an hour. If probably, under 30 minutes. Let's see. Now, when we get to dimes, it'll be a little bit slower. And rest assured, okay, I feel like I'm kind of breezing through this, and that's okay. But I'll probably end up going back through these. Now, keep in mind, with the Denver, Jefferson nickels, and newer ones, there's not going to be a whole lot to look for. So there's quite a few of them in here, and that's the primary reason why I'm blowing through them, is that I already know that there's not a lot of variety in these. So those are the nickels. See, that went by pretty quick. All right, dime time. Let's go ahead and run through these. Dime time. Trine time. Okay, so these things are tiny, man. Golly, I went from nickels to something that's about as big as my thumbnail. But yeah. 95D. 07. Let's see if we can find a silver in here. That would be fantastic. 81D. 18D. I'm going a little bit slower here for these ones because the coins can just slip out of my hand just like that. But yeah, nothing yet. All new stuff. We have to get into the like early 70s, late 60s before we start talking about major varieties. There's really not a lot here for these newer coins unless it's like a die clash or maybe a grease strike, struck through grease error. There we go, 16D and 19D. That next little batch here. Well, if they're going to give me a bunch of newer dimes, how about they give me a 20? I need a 20 for my album. All right, so there's an 80. It's 15. 19. $96. Do we see any clash on this one? Usually the Philadelphia minted coins, you have to take an extra special close look at. Because of those clashings. What do we have here? I knew there was something weird when I looked at that. But ladies and gentlemen, we have a 1985 S proof dime. I guess nobody really cared about their proof dimes or proof sets, so they broke it up and put it in here. But guess what? That's $2.50 into the BlueRidge bounty pull, so that brings it up to $10. Very nice. That was a little unexpected. All right. Okay. Again, I've found a coin that's not even worth $2.50. And as a matter of fact, the coin has quite a bit of wear for what it is. Okay. And they actually call those proofs that have been circulated impaired proofs. And they do exist out there. If you do enough coin roll hunting, you will come across them quite relatively frequently. So keep that in mind. There's really, the coin at the end of the day is going to be worth about face value when it's impaired like that. All in all, though, it's a neat find. That's a coin there that probably 1.5 to 2 million pieces were produced. And ew, that's disgusting. Yeah, I'm actually going to take $2.50 away for that goop. Just kidding. But anyways, coins like that lose all their value the moment that they're roughed up. Because a lot of the value and appeal to them is that, first of all, those coins were made and produced specifically for retail sale from the U.S. Mint. So they are catered to a collector base. They're not catered to the use every day in commerce type of affair. So it doesn't take a whole lot for a proof coin, especially a modern clad proof, to lose all their value. Okay, it just takes a little bit of circulation wear, a few scratches here and there, and that's it. It's over. But the main reason why that proof coins still matter somewhat today in the numismatic landscape is that they provide easy access to low mintage coins. All right. Now, a general circulation strike coin like this 19D Roosevelt dime traditionally will have mintages up to like 500 million, maybe even more than that. There are even some Lincoln cents and nickels and probably some quarters that have eclipsed 1 billion produced pieces. So, in comparison, when you're looking at the proof coins, some of them will have 500,000 mintages. Some will have 1 million, 1.5 million, 2 million. Very rarely do you see the mintages on even some of the more plentiful proof coins from like the 80s reach that level of 3 million. I think there's probably a few dates in there that reached 3 million pieces, a few dates. Now, the mintages of a proof set for the year will all be the same across the board. So if you have, there's a 2020D. I'm going to keep that. That's not a bounty coin, but that is my first 2020D Roosevelt dime. I couldn't be happier. That, it's got a couple spots on the obverse, but there you go. Added one to my set. Not bad. There has been a lot of emphasis on proof set hunting. 69D. Let's see if we got a repunchment mark there. Not on that one. That one's actually quite beat up, actually. Because people are searching and hunting for those deep cameo coins that you hear so much about. Some specific dates are worth quite a bit more money than others. And it's not taken off completely. As a matter of fact, it's kind of like an underground type of cherry picking that only so few people actually know how to do. Okay, money's not the factor, because a lot of the proof sets that have the ultra rare deep cameo coins come from proof sets that sell for about $20. So, it's a relatively low investment when you could go in there and you can identify with the naked eye specific coins that can get a deep cameo designation. Now, on some of those dates, some of the coins can be worth $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, and sometimes even in some cases even higher than that. And that's all of the, I guess, the allure that's involved when people hunt through proof sets. And that's why you see less and less, even by today's standards, because they used to be quite plentiful in the 90s. You couldn't even give away a proof set for anything. And today, people are buying them up, but the prices don't increase on them because people tend to resell them back to dealers after they've bought 100 proof sets and they're sitting there trying to cherry pick the things, and then they end up back into the dealer network. So it's artificial demand is what it is. Okay. Again, these sets have mintages of X, which are a lot lower than mintages of Y for all the business strike coins. So when there's a ramp up in the sales and trade of proof sets, that is artificial demand, because there just isn't that many sets out there to circulate around. So we're down to the last little bit of dimes here. I'm afraid to say that. There's a 69D. There's not a whole lot going on here. Again, we're only dealing with a few rolls here, so it's not like we're setting the world on fire, I guess. You've heard me say that time and time again. But 67. I'll put that aside, see if there's a double die obverse. That's one of the big dates right there. Let me put half of this down before I lose my footing here. So we are about ready to jump into quarters. I have yet to find a West Point minted quarter, although I do own a few of them. So how does that work? Well, I've been gifted a few of them over the last year or so, and I have all of them still. Not, they're not graded or anything. They're all raw in little plastic flips, and I love them. I love them because they're a remembrance of all of the great people that have crossed my life through this channel. Now, I may not be as outspoken in the comments area. That's time permitting, and I have a number of different lives I'm living now. I'm a dad, with kids, and I run other businesses as well offline from YouTube. Holy smokes, this one is trashed. Look at that ding right there. Jeez. Okay, so we're down to the last denomination here. Hey, you know what? For beginners, it's not bad. We're up to $10. We doubled up. We got some nice ones in here. Lowell National Park. It's a D, obviously. So, all right. Let's see if we can find some 83s. If we find a 83s, I'll toss in 250 into the BlueRidge Bounty Pool. And the reason why I pull those aside is that there's a bicentennial. I'll see if there's a DDO there. The reason why I pull those aside is they're tougher dates. I assemble full rolls of them, and I know you guys are probably saying to yourself, well, geez, that's the silliest thing I've ever heard being saved up, but I assemble full rolls, and I sell them in bulk for nearly double face. And you can't really do anything with the coins. I mean, they are truly worth a quarter, but if you assemble enough of them because of the date factor and how tough they are, then that's where they're worth a little bit more money. So, yeah, that's why I do them. But we are coming toward the end of our journey here on video number 1 of the BlueRidge Bounty. I hope you guys had a lot of fun in this video. This is going to be how it's going to be, from now until I decide, hey, let's go ahead and give it a little bit of a break. War in the Pacific. Not because I'm running out of money or anything, but, it's just these things can be very time consuming and labor intensive. I know there's some guys out there like Rob Finds Treasure, has a huge following with his roll hunts. And he goes through so many of them, and he is very successful at it. He's phenomenal. I'm one of his greatest fans. I watch all of his videos, and he does a superb job at his craft. So, quick shout out to Rob. Rob Finds Treasure. Is that his name? Yeah. But, ooh, look at this thing. This thing looks like it's been used over and over again. Can we say searched? Maybe. We'll see. All right, so we're down to the last 2 rolls here, ladies and gentlemen. I certainly had a great time with you. Again, I will double check everything just to make sure I didn't lose anything or skip over anything variety-wise. That was an 82, by the way. Utah. All these coins, well, there you go. 83. A little bit tougher date. Worth a quarter. But guess what? I am going to be adding $2.50 into the BlueRidge Bounty Pool, bringing it up to $12.50. So we are well on our way, guys. Very nice. So that's the first one. That's going to go. Actually, I need like 2 more to finish another roll of that. There's 65. Let's see if we can find a DDO on that one. 85, 89. Yeah, all these coins are going in the piggy bank. Probably end up in my daughter's piggy bank. She'll probably hit me up for a few bucks here and there, and they'll all end up to her anyways. Oh, well, guys, there you go. As quickly as that, an 83p. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and tack on another $2.50 to the BlueRidge bounty pool, bringing it up to $15. Not bad. Not bad at all. So some of you have asked me what the frequency of the roll hunt videos are going to be. So it's going to be anywhere from 2 to 4 times a week, in which I will be doing these. And there you go. There you go. I was like, man, is that another 83? No. All right, guys, we are down to the final roll. And stay tuned. I will have another roll hunting video, probably either Thursday or Friday. We're going to continue to get this steam machine rolling here, and we are going to make some noise. Okay, we got West Point here. No. I'm hopeful one day that it will be a West Point. Nope, Denver. Those are good-looking coins. Unfortunately, I have those in my album already. 67. There's another one. 2 of them, back to back. We got a Denver and a Denver. 2 Denvers don't make a right. There's another one, more in the Pacific, Denver. Here's another one, San Antonio, Denver. Come on, coin gods. Show your boy Blue a little bit of lady luck. I'm losing my voice right now. It's getting late over here. Sure, it's late. It's gonna be a late one for everyone by the time this video hits. I should have it up on my time by 10 o'clock. I gotta do a couple video edits. I gotta make sure I put the dollar amount overlay on the bottom right hand corner of the video, so that way you guys can see it. All right. Let's see. Is that Denver? Yeah, it is. Another Denver. Quite a few San Antonios. I haven't come across a 2020 yet in change. Maybe there's one in the last few coins there. So there's some nice ones in there too. But can you imagine me coming home with a full box of 2020 quarters and about 100 of the coins turns out to be West Point? That's going to be an expensive bounty right there. That's going to be 250 bucks. I hope I got that math right. Oh, man. But that's the way it goes. The good news is, and actually, I can't believe this freaking happened again, but one of the guys that I had an issue with in the past, I ended up booting again because he said that, I'm really not giving anything to anybody, that I'm reselling some of the finds I come across. I'm like, well, yeah, that's how it works, right? What I do with my money is up to me, and it is what it is. That's all part of the game. You find the coins, you go around and sell it if you want to, and seeing as how I'm paying out the bounty, the money is still coming out of my pocket. It doesn't matter how you slice it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to go ahead and wrap her up for the evening. So we're up to $15 in the BlueRidge bounty pool. That was a lot of fun, but boy, was it long. That's only a 40-minute video, and I felt like I went too slow. I'll probably end up speeding it up, but I don't want to go too stupid fast and then sacrifice the quality of the actual video. I want to make sure you guys see everything. But that's how it works. So the total on this one is going to be right there. So you should see it pop up, $15. The next coin roll hunt video with the bounty pool, I'm going to go ahead and recap the starting total for that day, which will be $15. And then we're going to go ahead and do an absolute total at the end. But we found a couple 83 quarters. I don't know if I'll reinstate that on the bigger kind of like quarter boxes and all that stuff. We'll see. We did find a proof Roosevelt dime, believe it or not, and a 41 nickel. Too bad it's not a war nickel. But anyways, that's going to do it for this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys had fun with this one. Yeah, check out that video, the kickoff video for the BlueRidge bounty pool. That's going to go on throughout the rest of the year. It's my way of giving back to you guys. You know, put some extra money in your guys' pocket to put food on the table and pay bills and whatnot. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of money. All right, so check out these videos. Let me know what you think. All right. And like, share, subscribe to this video if you enjoy everything you saw today. And Coinaholics, we are discovering together. All right. So you guys take care. Love you guys. Thank you for all the views and support. And I'll see you on the next video. All right. Take care.